Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Gluck alongside Bob Pockrass, and we're here on SceneDaily.com. And Bob, I tell you what, we've talked about pretty much everything in the off season that we can think of. We've talked about where so-and-so is going to finish, what's going to be the storylines of the year, who the champion's going to be, who the rookie of the year is going to be. One thing we haven't talked about...
My ears are hurting. You've talked to me so much about all this stuff.
I know, it gets tiring, doesn't it?
Yes.
But one thing we haven't talked about, so if there's still room in your ears for some pain, is Dale Earnhardt Jr. I don't think we've discussed where he's going to finish, how many races he's going to win, where he's going to finish among the Hendrick drivers. I mean, that's probably the greatest team ever assembled right now, so he has a lot of competition on his own team. But I'll let you start it off because I'm feeling generous today. So
okay.
What do you think about those things?
I think 2 wins, he makes the chase, and he ranks 4th among the 4 Hendrick drivers. I think all 4 Hendrick drivers make the chase. I think Junior slides in there somewhere between 10th and 12th with 2 wins.
10th and 12th, huh? You want to put an exact figure on that as long as we're making predictions?
He'll be 10th. Jimmy will be 2nd. Going into the chase or once
the whole season's over. You know what? Let's do both. We got time. These people on here what you have to say.
All right. I think Jimmy will be 2nd. Jeff Gordon will be 5th. Mark Martin 8th, and Junior 11th. Going into the chase. Then after the chase, I would say Jeff Gordon will be 2nd. Jimmy will be 3rd. Junior will be 8th, and Mark Martin will be 10th.
Whoa!
How about that?
Wow, Mark Martin, you just wow.
I just I think he'll get to the chase, and he's not used to these long seasons anymore, right?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I see things a little differently, of course.
Okay.
I honestly, it's almost even hard to picture Dale Jr. winning even 2 races, and I know people probably clicked on this video because they want to hear some good news about Dale Jr., but I don't think we have any necessarily. I mean, I don't know that they've been running up front enough to get there, and are they better than Jimmy and Carl and Kyle? I don't see them winning a ton of races, so I'll say 1 race. I will say that he'll get into the chase 5th in points. I see that he'll have a good regular season, but then once again in the chase, I see him falling, and I think he'll finish maybe 10th or 11th, last among the Hendrick drivers. I personally, I see Mark Martin finishing 3rd in points and making a serious run at the championship. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Even though he hasn't made a run for a championship in 4 or 5 years.
That's fine.
Yeah,
no, he's rested up. He's ready to go. So I see. My personal predictions was I picked Jimmy to finish 8th in the championship, because I think that he'll just get struck by bad luck all at once that he hasn't encountered the last few years. So I think he'll have a great regular season, but then he'll fall off. But
I think the hardest thing to predict is where a guy will go from the chase to then what he'll actually do in the chase, because it seems to me that a lot of teams, it's not a matter of Junior's team got a whole lot worse during the chase. It seemed that other teams really stepped up their game during the chase, and the big question is, will his team be able to step it up another notch like the other teams have?
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is, in the chase now, it's not like you can just kind of luck into things or avoid accidents. Like, there's a couple years there where the guy who had the least amount of trouble is pretty much a champion. But the last few years, the way Jimmy's been winning them, you really, really have to step up and run up front and win races. And I think that's what we haven't seen out of Dale Jr. yet. I mean, have you seen that out of that team yet? I think we're all still waiting to see it, and his fans included.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. The one thing that I think Junior does have on his side is that him and Tony Uri Jr. Are kind of they're settled into Hendrick Motorsports, and I think that could help them produce a win or 2 for him.
Well, we'll see. I mean, obviously, all you fans out there hope we're wrong, so we'll find out if we are. Talk to you next time on SceneDaily.com.